What if we approached sustainability through retired infrastructure? Old containers, rails, and rail ties. And those materials could be cut, flipped, and reused again on site? This is Gantry House, a multi-generational home where structure, story, and sustainability are welded together. My main point of inspiration for Gantry House is Carroll House in Brooklyn by Lowtech. The architects stacked 21 shipping containers like a staircase on a 25 by 100 foot lot. Then they bisected the stack diagonally from the top to bottom. The excess wedges were then flipped and reused to minimize material waste. That choice created a stunning, almost kinetic profile from the street while carving private terraces at multiple levels inside the home. Lowtech didn't just stack containers for structure, they also used the container system as a facade language, allowing the corrugation to vibrate and appear alive. Crucially, their approach isn't only about how the building performs after it's finished. It's also about sustainability during construction. Recombining the leftover aggregate from the diagonal cuts so material waste stays on site and gets designed back into the project. That mindset, designing the construction process to minimize waste, then tuning the finished building for light, air, and privacy, informs my project from start to finish. Gantry House translates those ideas to a multi-generational framework, a home for my wife, her parents, and myself. It uses 8 20-foot containers for the main house and one 40-foot high cube container for the poolside studio. Containers are treated as repeatable pods and can be opened up, reframed, and recombined. The container's framework informs the structure, and the facade informs the story. The building is organized along a north-south axis to manage the sun throughout the day. Morning light reaches the foyer from the east, while afternoon light warms the dining room on the west. The south envelope is filtered with exterior vertical blinds and fluted glass bricks for softened daylight and privacy. The second floor cantilever generates a simple 2-car carport. The southern ground level container functions primarily as a workshop. I retained the original cargo doors, allowing for easy material access to that workshop. Daily access to and from the first floor would be to the east. A sliding barn door in the center of the first floor sits west of an exterior staircase that leads to an elevated walkway ending at the second floor sliding door entry. Level 1 is for service and making. The workshop bay sits to the south. A compact laundry and bathroom occupy the center. The stairs to the north allow for vertical circulation within the house. Level 2 is designed for living and sleeping. The kitchen and dining table open to the west, allowing for afternoon light. A one-step sunken lounge, situated around the hearth, creates a cozier, quieter space for TV and reading. The foyer is located between the indoor stair landing and the exterior catwalk. There are 2 bedrooms, one to the west of the foyer with an ensuite and floor-to-ceiling glass on the western side leading to a shared balcony through sliding doors, and one to the south that shares that balcony. The western and southern face both sport floor-to-ceiling glass and sliding doors, with vertical blinds on the southern facade to temper southwest sun and glass blocks at the southeast corner to soften the morning light. I decided to make the level 1 bathroom and laundry and level 2 bathroom aligned vertically with a shared wet wall and vent stack. This shortens plumbing runs, lowering the cost of plumbing during construction as well as the cost of maintenance post-construction. At grade, roughly 2.5 containers plus 3 salvage steel beams create a service plinth. Above, 5.5 containers bridge the span. Wherever a sidewall is removed, I added welded perimeter frames and headers to maintain a clean load span. Now, the detail that most clearly channels Carroll House's cut and recombine idea, the southwest second floor container is cut diagonally along its length. I rotated the removed wedge onto its side to become both an exterior stair and a structural prop for the elevated walkway. That keeps material on site, turns demolition into a circulation and structure component, and makes the entry sequence part of the architectural language. On my model, I painted the staircase and the exposed container skin orange to make the move more legible. The house's name comes from its gantry boom, a stitched timber beam of remilled rail ties with a trolley rail and winch. It can lift heavy furniture to the second level, rig shade devices, or even suspend a small tent for summer events. I modeled it in use, a man hoisting a parasol, because I wanted the house's infrastructure to feel active. To the northeast, a low engineered berm made from recycled crushed concrete, or urbanite, creates a terrace for a broad, deep pool and a 40-foot high cube container studio. The studio stays intentionally plain, open floor plan with a sliding barn door, so it can flex between projects, guests, or small events. Sustainability here has two phases, during construction and in operation. During construction, Gantry House leans on adaptive reuse, utilizing containers, salvaged steel, and remilled timber, and employs cut and recombine tactics such as the diagonal cut for the staircase / brace, following the Carroll House precedent of reusing excess wedge aggregate instead of discarding it. In operation, comfort comes first with passive measures including orientation for useful light, vertical blinds, and balcony and roof overhangs to control westward sun, as well as cross-ventilation paths for circulation. On site, drought-tolerant planting, drip irrigation, permeable decomposed granite paving, and the recycled aggregate berm reduce water runoff. For a multi-generational household, clarity matters. The container grid keeps construction straightforward and budget-conscious. The workshop and pools support how we live our day-to-day lives. The gantry, trellis, and balcony turn everyday needs into design. Gantry House doesn't just reuse materials, it reuses the history of those materials, cut, rotated, and recombined, so the build itself is part of the sustainability story.